Hey everybody, Blair and I had the distinct opportunity to sit down with Chris and Gina, the self-proclaimed chaos coordinators, better known as the Riveted Podcast hosts. They travel around in their Airstream and they do podcasts, and it's a fully equipped podcast studio with comfy couches, scent diffusers, mood lighting, all the fun things. And I'm excited to show you their studio. Plus, we're very excited to show them to you on camera. You hear their voices all the time. Now you get to see them in person. What a wonderful couple. What a wonderful time we had. They shared their first Airstream adventure all the way up to today and what their plans are coming for the future. They offer the real talk wisdom that every RVer needs to know. Whether you're full-timing, weekend wondering, or just Airstream curious, this episode is pure gold. Let's dive in. This week's video is sponsored by our friends at Home Away. And if you've been to an international Airstream rally, you have definitely seen their amazing collection of handmade crafts and unique items that really level up your camping scene. They've also teamed up with us for a very fun giveaway, and I'll show you exactly what they sent, what we're giving away, and how to enter later on. So stay tuned for that.
We started a YouTube channel in 2019 called The Riveted Fox, socials with The Riveted Fox. And that's kind of like our anchor.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then when we added in the podcast, we just did The Riveted with Chris and Gina to differentiate a little bit. Yeah.
Blair and I were so fortunate some months ago. I remember doing the podcast. I don't know where we were located at the time, like Michigan, Minnesota, something.
I remember sitting down doing it, but I don't have a clue where we were.
Yeah, you were one of our first half a dozen episodes back late last summer.
Yeah. I know. I remember the park. I remember the scenery, and I know what we did that day. We were at that little riverboat cruise thing.
Oh. We were, it was Taylor something State Park or Taylor River. It was along the Mississippi.
Yeah. Way up north, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, had a great podcast, had a great thing, and it's really, really amazing to watch this grow and just to be really the one and only Airstream podcast that's out there. And, it's really cool to listen to other, as social media content creator folks, you spend so much time doing your own thing. It's really neat to see behind the scenes and hear stories from other people who are doing and having the same struggles you are and whatever else. So I love listening to podcasts and audiobooks on my drive when I'm driving, and we do too. But I do a lot of the driving as much as I can while Blair's working, so she can just meet me in the next town. So it's just me and Piper, so she gets to listen to all the podcasts with me. But your guys is one of my favorite things to listen to, and I love all the insights and stories that you bring out from everybody. So
exciting to hear.
Yeah, thank you for being awesome at what you do and pulling out the little details, knowing details that other people don't get. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. Yeah. I mean, every Airstreamer's got a story to share. That's and, right. We've had so many awesome experiences that when we decided to start the podcast, we knew that, we wanted others to come on and participate in the conversation. Yeah. And every episode's different. Every episode's fun. And we've not met anybody yet that just hadn't had an amazing thing to share.
That's so great. How long have you been Airstreaming?
Since 2017. Yeah. So I guess we're just starting into our 9th year. Yeah. Yep. Wow. So 8 years full time. Cool. Yeah.
And you've had this rig the whole time?
The whole time.
You bought it new?
Bought it new. Yep, we ordered it in March of 2017, came in June of that year, but they serialized it as an 18. Okay. So we did 5 months on the road that summer and then immediately got hooked and sold everything and hit the road.
That's fantastic. Yep. I'm a fan. I love it. I love it. Love it. I've been doing it for a long time too.
It's great, isn't it? Yeah. No exit plan.
Yeah. No, we don't have one either.
No way.
People ask us all the time, when are you going to stop doing this? So,
yeah. That's like one of the number one questions. It's like, oh, well, what are you going to do after this? And I was like, there is no after this. Yeah. Like,
it's just is
we'll keep doing it until
we've talked to a few people, especially in the podcast, that says, it's okay to have chapters in your life. You do something for 5-10 years and then you're ready to change into something else, right?
That was the Hamlins that said that.
Was it the Hamlins? And I don't see the next chapter, it'll be the end of the book. Because we love this so much.
And you can see, you can see some folks in their 80s or beyond.
Yes. Well, we have people in their 90s who are still driving their rigs here.
Yeah, 7-8 stars on their trailer, and they're still Airstreaming it. They can.
Right.
I say all the time, and I said last night at our little meetup, but the community is what brings me back every day. The community is what makes me do all the time and effort spending editing videos and just all the things. But they bring me back, and it's such a welcoming, wonderful, loving. I said this morning in my little post about the adventurous spirit, shiny objects club that we're in, and it's all great, and I really appreciate that.
Great way to describe it.
If you've watched my day in the life video, or you followed us for any time, you know that proper nutrition, diet, and exercise are non-negotiables for me and Blair. What we use to fuel our bodies to make it feel its best and simplify our foundational health every morning is AG1. AG1 is a powerhouse. It's a daily health drink with 83 high-quality ingredients, from vitamins and minerals to adaptogens and pre and probiotics. That one single scoop every morning supports everything: gut health, immune defense, and natural energy production. It's my 1-minute habit every day that sets the tone for the rest of the day. As an AG1 ambassador, I'm very excited to share my go-to with you. You can use my exclusive deal, and you won't find this exclusive offer anywhere else unless you use a link of an ambassador. And you can get to it by the link down below in the video description or that little QR code there in the corner. But you get a 1-year free supply of vitamin D3 and K2 drops. You get 10 AG1 travel packs to take with you on the road. And you get a 30-day supply of omega-3, all with your first AG1 subscription. So start your day healthier and join the movement. Get your AG1 today. Do you guys have a home base? I mean, you're full-time. Do you have like we do, mail with escapees, and how do you do
Same.
We do the same.
We're neighbors.
Yeah.
Livingston, Texas, baby.
Yeah. So, but our domicile's in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then our mail of course, goes to Livingston.
Yep.
Now we have family that lives in North Carolina, and we go visit them. So our daughter and granddaughter live close to Sunset Beach, which is at the North Carolina-South Carolina border. And then my mom is our only living parent.
Yeah.
Both of his have passed away, and my dad passed away this past year. So she's there, and we all go check on her,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's in Mooresville, which is just north of Charlotte.
Yeah.
So we bounce around there, but we try to just keep going.
And we have a very expensive climate control storage bin in North Carolina.
We do, very expensive. Yes. Well, that's
we
because
could have
when
replaced the stuff
Sure.
5 times over already.
Of course, but now we just don't have the time to go and empty it.
Yeah, if anybody's interested in a Flying Cloud 30 furniture, dinette, couch, it's in our storage. Very nice quality. You're
Listen to it.
We'd like to get it out of the storage.
Yeah.
So
Well, you hate to just trash it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but somebody would want it.
The only if someone had damage, a flood or fire or something, they're rebuilding one, that'd be the thing to have for them.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But
Even like one of the remodel guys potentially could be interested in it too. Like if they want a little bit of extra, just.
well, it's such an odd, this one piece here especially was such an odd, it's so big. So it's a good thing we had that unit. But when we first hit the road, we thought, well, okay, let's try this for 3 years, and we'll keep this here for now. And if we don't like what we're doing, we've got some stuff to fall back on immediately. Like, I mean, we could have gone out for another 6 months and gone, oh, we hate this, let's stop, as far as being full-time. But we didn't. And now it's just like, how do we get rid of that? Like,
You guys have a favorite region? Like ours is the Mountain West, just anywhere in the Rocky Mountain region. You guys have a favorite regional?
same, we like it out there.
yeah.
I think we keep gravitating when we're asked that question to Jackson Hole or the Tetons, to be specific. Just because that was the location, and you see the poster over here, probably that is what changed our life. When we went out there we went out for 3 weeks, we stayed for 5 months, and we experienced the eclipse of 2017 out there. And
With the Tetons in view.
and yes, I mean, we were just right there, and that kind of changed our life. We met astronomers and scientists and all of these wonderful people out there, who were RVing out there, and they were like, "Oh, this is so great that y'all were doing this. We wish we'd have done it when we were younger." And we're like, "Yeah, we're going to do it."
And we got, back then the campsite we were in was still first come, first serve, but it was a 14-day deal.
That was great.
And we rolled in and got a spot, and you could extend up to the 14 days.
At Grovine?
Yeah,
at Grovine. Yeah.
That's where we were. And, had we were only on vacation, or if we had to rush to the next reservation or whatever, we'd have missed it. And so between that flexibility, having this beautiful Airstream to live in, and that, you know, we had no hookups. It was a dry camping site, but it was an epic view. And we stayed there for 14 days and just absolutely had a change of life.
It's awesome. We've been to that campground many times, and just randomly ran into friends there, and just it's been a really great experience.
Yeah, we've done that. We've run into friends there, and
we've also gotten into Southern Arizona, Southern California, Southern Nevada in the wintertime. I mean, it still can be a little chilly, but you know, when you can just boondock, dry camp out in the desert, and some people think, well, the desert, you know, it's sandy and it's dusty and it's ugly. Desert is beautiful.
Beautiful. It is beautiful.
We spent all the 3 months this winter in Arizona.
Yeah.
Did you see the super bloom out there yet?
Oh man,
you got to go for the super bloom.
Yeah,
it is amazing. We actually saw it out there in Borrego, and it was.
We were close, but we had to get. We were going up to Utah we bought a condo in Utah, so it's been. She uses it when she goes for work there.
Cool.
Utah's beautiful.
Holidays of 22 going into New Year's of 23. We were in Southern Arizona with about 15 or 16 other friends, built a little compound, spent Christmas together, celebrated New Year's together, all just out in the dry camping desert. Yeah, it was great.
I've been across I-10 so many times and I-40 so many times back and forth with the Marine Corps, but I've never pulled off into Sedona. And we pulled through there and I'm like, what is this magical place?
Right.
Absolutely.
It is magical. It is. It has its own energy vortex right there. Yeah.
So I just love the view. And I love the West in general. And you talk about Jackson Hole and Tetons. We have property in Etna, the Star Valley Ranch right below Etna. So about an hour away south there. It's really nice. And we just love the area. The Airstream dealership in Wyoming, Josh Kiter is the general manager there now, a really good friend of mine. And they do great work. And I'm really, really happy with them. And there's now a KOA there. So it's a really nice spot. We love boondocking too. It's probably tries to be our primary source of places to stop and do. So it's really nice. And this humid, we've been in Alaska, so we're not used to the humid, and coming back east.
Y'all just got back from Alaska, right? Yeah.
There was no transition. Like you have, winter rolls into spring, rolls into summer, rolls into like the deep heat of the South in the summer. We literally went from like 50 degrees in Alaska to like 98 degrees and 100% humidity here.
Yeah.
Him especially because, well, I guess me too, but like he drove it, like dropped me off in Utah basically. But like I went down to Utah and it was 104 degrees and I was like, I have not adjusted to this. And then I fly here and it's like 93 degrees with humidity and I'm like, I am not acclimated at all. It's hard.
It takes time to acclimate.
Yeah.
You don't, like, we grew up in South Carolina and you grow up in the heat and humidity and it's hot, but you don't think anything about it. But when you've been gone from it for so long.
Absolutely.
Right.
Like we lived out west for a long time and coming back. But
you guys grew up not too far from where we grew up. Yeah.
What's the next chapter in the podcast world for you guys?
Yeah.
Well, we just celebrated 1 year a week ago. So
we've had people ask us, say, when are you going to start doing some video-based podcasts? Yeah. And we want to take it to that level, but to some extent.
We're not the video experts, so maybe we can ask you.
We are not either.
Yeah.
We're like, what angle can you get all these people in here, right?
But I think we've grown in popularity enough now, and more people know us now to where we hope that we can start getting this episode's sponsored by Dexter Axle. We'd love for that to happen. And
that's beneficial for the listeners as well, because we want to get more lifestyle stuff. And we talked about this on our 1 year thing. We want to get more lifestyle stuff incorporated in there to help them as they travel. Yeah. And that could be part of that too.
And we've not even started the process of reaching out, but we have this idea that it would be cool to get some Harvest hosts as guests.
Yes.
So that, there's thousands of them. Yes. So we can blend some of those in to where they can tell the Airstream community what their host location is like and the benefits of staying there. And that way, outside of just making a reservation through the app or doing the normal logistics of that, you'll hear from the people that are actually running the place.
Right.
And so that we want to do something like that. And then we are going to trickle in some episodes that are geared towards Airstream specific vendors. Kevin and Deborah with this pain pen, like stuff like that. And
it's like they know them as No Locks as far as the door, but we want to share what else they have to offer.
Yeah. And then just more Airstreamers coming on, the same kind of pattern, because the overall goal and mission is to talk about how your life has been impacted positively for adding an Airstream to it. And that story...
that question yesterday, and every hand went up.
Absolutely.
I'm one too. So.
And that story can go on forever. And I don't think anybody would be tired of hearing it.
No.
Yeah. We had somebody tell us that listening to the podcast, he was a solo Airstreamer, lives in Michigan. And he said, listening to your podcast when I'm traveling by myself, or if there's not a rally going on, it still makes me feel connected to the Airstream community when there's not a rally.
That's great.
Yes.
And that's
wonderful.
We'd not thought about it that way before, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Our whole goal is we don't want anyone to ever feel alone.
Sure.
Yeah. Whether they be solo or couples, whatever they are, families traveling, we just want them to feel part of the community always. And, if you're on the East Coast and there's someone on the West Coast with this awesome story that you may never meet because neither one of you want to crisscross the country, how are you going to hear that, right? Yeah. And so this is that opportunity to
bridge the gap.
To bridge that gap. Yeah.
That's so
it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Those legendary hosts on Harvest Hosts.
Yes.
We've randomly stated a number of those, and I know why they get the legendary status.
Yes.
So I love chatting with those folks. I try to put some of them on camera, and they're like, I don't want to be on that.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Yeah. For us, people come up to us and they say, it must be weird that we know all about you and you don't know who we are. I don't think anything about it anymore. It's just kind of become norm to me. But I love the folks. I love meeting folks. I tell anybody, don't be shy to come say hello. Please come knock on the door. If we're there, we'll say hello.
Well, see, people see you guys. Like, you're in front of the video, so they see you guys. They don't see Chris and I. Like, it's our voice. And so we volunteered to help with the parking here. This is our first rally.
Somebody hears you, yeah.
Yeah. And I got him in line for Chris and them to come pick him up. I had not spoken to him, just waved at him. So as I went by, he rolled down his window and I said, sir, just hang out right here. The parkers will come pick you up and take you to your location. And he said, Gina? And I said, yes. I thought, oh, I know this guy, right? I'm like, who is this? My wheels were spinning. And he said, we listened to your podcast and I recognized your voice immediately. And I was like, that was weird.
So
I was like, it's so cool. Yeah.
And I talk to people on the phone. I've quite often talked to folks on the phone. It's just easier to answer their questions on the phone than it is an email.
Yes.
I'm like, just call me. And I answer the phone. They're like, well, I recognize this voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. But.
Yeah, that is fun. That's funny.
So video's your next thing. Is there any states you guys haven't been to, or any, I talked about Plant a Flag as kind of one of my how to get around the world, but states you want to visit, or national parks you want to knock off, or a baseball game in every stadium, anything like that?
No, we've traveled quite a bit with the Airstream. I mean without the Airstream in other states, but with our Airstream we haven't been to the New England.
We haven't been from like where we are now in Pennsylvania, going deeper up into the northeast of New England.
Haven't been
we've not
with
Airstreamed up there, and then we're ashamed to say we've not ventured into Colorado yet with our Airstream.
Well, you're ashamed to say that. I'm a little upset over it.
Well, I mean,
I keep wanting to go, and he's like, "No, there's hailstorms," and I'm like, "So I'm never going to get to go."
Yeah, it is. Yeah. We haven't like purposely dodged it, but we've just kind of had in our mind,
Oh, I don't know. We purposely dodge I-70 every single time we're there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a few times you have to be on it.
We drove it one time, like had to, and just.
And then we need to. In 2017, when we made our 5-month trip, we spent a little bit of time in Oregon. We spent a lot of time in Washington. We spent a little bit of time in Oregon because of some smoke and some fog.
There was a lot of fires going on.
Yeah, so we kind of blew through Oregon too fast. We spent a lot of time in California, so we're going to have to shoot back sometime to visit Oregon.
It's so beautiful up there. Yeah. So beautiful. Of course, we've not been to Alaska. So
last summer was a nut house of us looping the country in the middle of the country. But this year we're going to take a slow journey up the 101, up the West Coast.
Yes.
all the way.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
We've done it down, from Washington, and that was in our trip when we were out in Jackson Hole in 17.
Yep.
We went up to Issaquah, Washington, because we have friends there, and we went up there, and they sent us to Olympic National Park because we didn't even have that on our radar.
Yep.
And we spent
We were
almost
so
3
new
weeks
that
up
we
there.
were not even paying attention to things like that.
That was beautiful, and and then we started coming down. That's when the fires happened. So we had to stop at a winery there.
Okay.
There was this one winery I had to go check out because we love their wine.
Awesome.
We had it on the East Coast, and they only made
5,000 cases.
5,000 cases. Yeah, it was now they're bigger now, but we had to stop there. So we beeline there real quick, and then we got out of the smoke and the fires. But
yeah. Last time we were that far west on the coast was together was with the fifth wheel. So I'm looking forward to getting to some spots I couldn't drag that barn. I got tired of driving the barn down the highway. So
some of those spots in California, some of those older national parks in California, especially, we couldn't even get in with our 30.
They stopped us as we're coming down the road before we ever turned in because they saw our turn signal on and they said, "No, don't pull in here, no." So we couldn't even stay. Yeah, that was in the redwoods though, so it's tight.
I never ever forget driving through that. The meandering roads, and there's a tree. Blair goes, "Holy, these trees are huge."
Yeah,
I said, "It is the redwood forest."
It was
but
dark.
It was dark.
We had the sun had set. We were late. It was dark, and from the East Coast, you see trees, but you don't see massive trees. So then they slowly start to get bigger and bigger as we're taking this road in, and it's down a windy road. We're towing this fifth wheel, and I was like, "Holy, that's a big tree!" And then I looked further, 15 seconds later, and I was like, "Holy, that's another big tree."
Yeah,
well,
we have tall trees, but we don't have the wide. I mean, they're huge.
They have it's kind of a tourist spot, tourist trap kind of spot. But they have this one tree that you can drive through the center of.
Yeah, did y'all do it?
And our Tundra with our kayaks on top would fit.
Yeah,
through.
our Airstream wouldn't, but of course we took
the truck.
We had to put the mirrors in, and I had to get out and go around, and I was like, "Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it." I had to watch everything to get him through, but it was neat.
It was nuts.
Everybody clapped when he came out. I was like,
"Yeah."
That's right. We did it.
I was like, "It's either that or you're going to ride down the road with the tree attached to you at that point." Yeah.
Pictures don't do them justice. Even when you see a little person standing in front of the giant tree, until you're there physically to feel it.
Well, let's go back to the energy. It's the energy. It's the smell of. It's like there's this secret wisdom among that forest, right? I mean, you can feel that in there.
They're just anchored in the ground. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It's such an
it gives me
amazing,
chills.
amazing. Yeah, I got them too.
Yeah.
As we can see the couches, obviously. Other modifications you made to here, or things you plan to do to your trailer?
Well,
I'm the modification guy, so
And in 2019, I did do my solar. But I tell everybody I kind of did solar on the cheap. I used the factory pre-wire that Airstream put in with the 3 plugs up there that they put in. But I did better ZAMP panels back then. So I got 440 watts on the roof. Okay. I'm sitting on 200 amp hours of batteries. They're under this seat. Okay. And I'm still using the stock 1000 inverter. And I did good quality Victron on everything else. But
it would be nice to have a big.
I didn't run big wire. I didn't do anything creative other than that. But it got the job done. And we've been boondocking with that setup since 2019. I've got a little small 2200 watt Honda generator converted to propane if I want to run an AC, which we hopefully never have to do based on where we are.
It has 400 hours on it, and we've never used it. We keep loaning it out to people.
And just before we came for this trip, I redid all my brakes. They were 8 years. They needed to be done. Yeah. And while I was in there, I was wanting to do the lift kit. And when I looked at it, I said, I'm not going to attempt this by myself. Yeah. So a lift is our next upgrade we want. We've been wanting it for a couple of years, but we just hadn't done it. And I'll tell anybody that, and I think this is what it is, but we've drug enough on the back that I'm starting to see a small amount of seals popping and water intrusion on this back corner. And I think the dragging is causing that. Yeah. And so, and I mean, I know I'm going to have to replace a couple rivets already and get some good
sooner than later, probably.
Yeah. And it's, so lift kit's definitely the top of the list. she's made beautiful cosmetic changes inside to make it feel our own, and I don't know that we would change much in here. Do you think?
No, other than maybe a table.
Oh, yeah. We want to. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
We want to get something custom made that is not permanent, but like deploy a table right here when we want it, and then put it away when we want the extra space. But we want to have something kind of almost like a statement piece table right there, and so
Of course, not too heavy.
Yeah, but we think we might want to do that.
And that's probably it. Yeah. We're pretty easy.
We love it. Yeah. Our biggest upgrade that we need to do on the rig is attach a better truck to it, a newer truck to it. Excuse me, but that's in the cards,
Yeah.
We wrote a check for our truck last year, and it's never an easy thing to do.
Absolutely.
So, I was going to offer to you. I'm not poking Dexter, but their lift block that you put in there is a spacer, is all it is. Benny, his guy, makes his own lift block. Yeah. Okay. It's like 3 times thick as steel. Wow, yeah. And with a Dexter one, with the Airstream specifically, you have to weld a tab onto the bolt or the nut to get it to tighten, or you got to have a special wrench to get in there. Yeah. I don't know, some models you got to cut the tank and do it.
Yeah, I've heard about the tank cut.
Yeah, Vinny makes a kit. There's no welding of a tab, so you don't weaken the bolt. And if you have the propane lines running under there, it's got a space for that, and it's a much, much better spacer. That's cool, yeah. But you can get it done in Tallahassee or in Sacramento. If you know somebody, you can call him and he'll mail them to you.
Yeah.
Well, I think, I've got the space to do it when we're at her mother's house, but I don't have the right stuff to get it up there properly. And if I needed an extra set of hands or have somebody else do it, I think. So
jack it up, put it on some jack stands, do one axle at a time.
Yeah. But
I've done 100 of them. So
have you? Oh, good. So you'll be happy to help.
Good.
Yeah,
sounds great.
Sign me up. I'll show up.
We'll take you to dinner when you come to North Carolina. We'll do a lift kit. Yeah.
He says just dinner.
It's no problem. We did it on our old trailer, the 30-foot. We didn't do it on this one initially, but now that we did it, I'm very glad we have it.
Yeah.
There's a handful of things I would do 100% again, like the clear door glass,
Yes.
The new skylights, the lift kit, the micro air thermostat. I love that thing, so I can do it with my phone. Those are things that come to mind. Like,
she definitely wants the clear door glass.
I do. It's not a have to kind of thing, but
and I guess we'll need to. That'll be some wait time, I think, because I think Ronnie's the best one for that. Maybe
he does it. Ultimate Airstream does it. Ronnie's the only one that does the buck rivets again.
Oh, right.
Ultimate Airstream does it. My buddy Tim Love down in Fort Worth does it. He orders the glass and has it done. And not my shop, but I'm partnered with those guys in Ramble Trailer Works in Fort Worth. They're doing it too. So
we just met them yesterday. Yeah.
Jonathan's great. I'm really excited. I'm going to try to get them on camera too. So
we're hoping to have them on the podcast.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. I love good people and good humans doing good things, and I appreciate what they're trying to accomplish. So Ronnie's great. But he's busy. I mean, it's a 9-month wait list just to get in the door. Right. And Vinny's the same way for a lot of upgrades. It's 6-9 months to get in the door there, and he's got 3 locations.
Wow.
So
that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. But I mean, if people are trying to do the right thing, and Airstream, I see Airstream making little changes every year, but it's people don't understand. Like, I want Airstream to fix this now, but when they got to order 10,000 of those things, they got to make sure the vendor's capable, and it's a big deal. So, I'm looking forward to going over here and checking out the Frank Lloyd Wright. They got it over there.
Yeah.
We were fortunate enough to be volunteering in the vendor hall on Thursday when they brought it in the building, and that was kind of cool.
We were at the factory, 18 months, 2 years ago, and just for a tour. We weren't there doing any service, but it was Sunday, and I rode my bicycle over to the factory part, the old part, where it's a research and development. I'm like, oh, that's what they got going on here. So
they had sitting
outside, had weird holes cut in it, and the weird, all the weird things on it. And I thought, that's weird, but it was a rear hatch with 2 beds back there.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is not a model. Yes, it is.
You saw the prototype. That is really cool.
I didn't know what it was at the time. Yeah. I didn't even take a picture of it because I was like, that's this weird thing. Who's going to build this? But now I know why.
Now you know why.
That's great.
Yeah, it really is lovely inside. Yeah.
I don't know how livable it is, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, there's not a lot of storage. Mm-mm. All of this is open. The shelves aren't there. It's all windows.
I love the design. I think it's a cool thing, but it'd be something it'd be a fun little trailer to take out on occasion.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
Anything else the world needs to know about you guys, or you want to talk about, or anything I haven't asked questions about?
We've got a history past history of throwing some pretty cool campouts. Yeah. We've done 7 in-person RV campouts. They weren't Airstream specific. Sure. Yeah. It was RV industry specific, and we like to throw a good time. Awesome. We've done 1 cruise, hosted it. Mm-hmm. So we want to get back into the cycle of doing those again, and hope we don't want to compete
once a year.
Don't want to compete with Airstream rallies or anything, but we want to have something that is Airstream gathering and do some unique stuff. And we've done the very first one we did, for instance, was up in Indiana. We invited about 45 people to come ride a 100-year-old carousel that one of our buddies operated.
It was great. We had so much fun.
That was the anchor event, and
once we started that, and everybody had such a great time, they're like, okay, you guys know how to do this. Like, y'all need to start doing it. So then we ended up it seemed like every about 6 months or so we were doing another one.
And that was kind of the Riveted Fox side of our community. When COVID hit, we were doing a tremendous amount of stuff online like everybody else was, but we were hosting social-based Zoom meetings that ended up having, we'd max out a Zoom room with 100 computers 2 nights a week. Yeah. And we were keeping people entertained and connected and stuff. And then that transitioned into the campouts. And so, we love the urban rallies that we do with Airstream. We love those unique parking spots, unique destinations. Backing into 15 slots at a campsite and sitting around a campfire is awesome. Yes. But doing something unique when you can pull a cool trailer like this into a tight little it's not a parking spot for an RV, but that's your home for the weekend. Yeah. Doing cool things like that. And
but we don't sit still at our campouts. We keep them busy and not like running around all over the place, but we keep you entertained. Yeah. Yeah.
Music, games, shenanigans.
We always have surprises up our sleeve.
We don't focus on the food and the potlucks. We focus on the fun. Okay. And the next time we do a in-person camp out and give plenty of advance notice, we hope people will come and party with us.
Awesome. Yeah. We've done it with 2 dealerships so far, but the local Airstream club and the dealership, the 3 of us talk and say, all right, because I get asked about meetups all the time. Yeah. So it's just nice when I can get the club and the dealership and me involved. I'll come talk for a minute, hang out for a minute, and have a mini meetup there. But I'd like to do it with a camping trip too. Mm-hmm. And I really love the city street, like the old town, like Miami, Oklahoma. I was visiting a friend of ours there. He's a pharmacist in town. I said, "Miss the Main Street because it's Route 66, and there's a rebuilt 1918 theater. They just refurbished the whole thing back again. They're getting ready for the 100th anniversary of Route 66, so it's a really neat little town." I said it'd be great to line this whole street with Airstream.
Do it. Let's do it.
That would be really cool. Yeah. We're here in August of 25. Her dad passed away in August of 24, and so this year has just gone by, but it's been focused on a lot of different activities. Yeah. Doing the podcast, but still staying a little closer to home.
Getting my mom settled because now she's by herself.
So it's time flies.
Yeah, sure does. Goes that's so quick. Like this, we were married 7 years.
25,
6 years this month. So
see, it goes by so fast. You don't even know how long you've been together.
this October for us will be 33. Yeah.
You sure about that?
Huh?
You sure about that?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I know the math.
I thought it was 34.
No.
Okay.
No.
Is it 33?
92 to 25 is 33.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Awesome. I was off. God, it feels like 100. Sorry, babe. Oh no, it seems like 100.
But I'm grateful to call you friends and thankful. Glad to meet you in person finally. It's been too long.
Yeah, because you feel like you already know each other because we've been on the phone and the podcast together. Yeah.
That's so great. But I'm grateful for your time and thanks for inviting us into your space.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look forward to getting this out to the world.
Okay, do you want to show him how you set up real fast?
Yeah, we'll talk about how they do the podcast in here. And if you have another Airstreamer who's looking to do a podcast, Where did you go wrong? What did you do right? What would you recommend someone wants to start something for if they're going to do it too?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing for us is we wanted to find a tool that would host our episodes and allow me to some flexibility for editing and recording remotely through the internet. And the tool that we found to do that, we really, really like. Problem is that it doesn't provide us any analytics to know who's listening through that portal.
Okay.
Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, obviously, those all provide us listening analytics, but the host portal, which I think a lot of people are listening on because that's the rivetedpodcast.com URL. If they're listening there, we don't know how many.
Okay.
That was the mistake I made, was choosing a host service that didn't provide me any analytics.
Right.
But we decided immediately to invest in good quality podcast equipment instead of just trying to do it on the cheap. So we did all Rodecaster, console, 4 Rode mics, and we have the ability to, even if somebody is literally talking to us remotely through a microphone on their laptop, we can enhance their side of the audio to make it sound like they're sitting in this room.
Yeah.
3/4 of our episodes easily have been recorded remotely, and but we're doing exactly right now this week what we envisioned when we wanted to start the podcast, which is take this trailer around to different events, set this studio up, and invite people to come in and sit down. And if we just spend the rest of our enjoyment of travel doing this and staying immersed in the community, it'd be awesome. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Chris and I like to give back, right? And a lot of people do that through volunteering to their local club. And we can't do that because we're always moving. Yeah. And we were trying to think of a way that we could give back to the community.
Yeah.
And so this is what we came up with. Yeah. And we thought this way it connects the community as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, I like that. I like this. This is fun, coming here and doing this.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So we have the ability to record up to 4 guests here, and then Gina and I with our own setup there. So
so 6 total. Yeah, sitting in here comfortably.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. And we wanted this space to be comfortable and be.
It's been known as the therapy couch. I'm not quite sure why they call it that.
No, it's not. But yeah. So
you come in here and you get comfortable and you just talk.
Yeah.
You do.
I like the long form conversation.
We've had people come in here and sit to record, and the mic comes down in front of them. Chris adjusts it. You sit back in here, and he got really comfortable. The next thing you knew, he was like laying back here like this, and he was like settled in. He was so happy. He's like, I'm taking the couch with me.
Good. Inviting space, and you're such an inviting couple too. And again, thank you for inviting.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
All right, let's look at your gear.
Yeah. All right, Chris, that's all you, babe.
So this is the Rodecaster Pro 4-channel recording console, and it'll do Bluetooth and USB inputs. It's got a couple different outputs. We could actually use this as a mixer if we wanted to have an outside speaker even too. And then this is the Rode podcast pod mic USB, but it also can do XLR cables. Okay. And we've got several of these base mounts if we wanted to set up a table and have all 4 mics on this. And then, of course, you see how we've got them mounted to the cabinets. But just got cables running down the wall, feeding over to these, and this is where I sit. And even if it's just Gina and I recording, she'll sit here or sit over there, and I'll sit here, and we'll record on our side. Awesome. And very easy to remove and take off somewhere else, and that's pretty much it. And then, when we record remotely, this comes out to the laptop, and we connect into Podcastle, which is the service we use for doing that remote recording. And then we're talking to them as if it's almost like a Zoom call, but there's no video. Sure. And that's pretty much it. Right. And
we like to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oops.
Okay. Well, thank you guys again.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, everybody, it's time to check out what our friends at HomeAway sent over. And yes, this is also the giveaway I mentioned. First up, the Edison, the Petite Fat Boy lamp. This thing is just cool. It's small. It's a cordless LED lamp that's perfect for RV life and any small space. It's rechargeable, it's portable, and it gives off a really warm and cozy light. The fun part, you take this little tab here and you pull it on off, or you just hold it down for brightness. It gets brighter or it gets dimmer. And then when you turn it off and turn it back on, the same brightness that you had, the memory, keeps it in that same spot. And you can get it brighter again. It's simple, it's clever, it's really great anywhere. On a nightstand, on a dinette, or even outside under the awning. Next up is this wall-mounted bud vase or propagation station. You can have a couple of these side by side, and you can put a little plant or whatever you want in here to grow. Put water in it. It's super minimal, and it fits the Airstream vibe perfectly. You can pop in a fresh flower or any kind of greenery, or even a cutting that you happen to be growing. It comes with this easy to mount, double-sided tape, wall-friendly, non-marking, non-scarring kind of thing. You put this on the wall, simply slide this on and hook it up. It instantly adds a warm and personal touch, the kind of thing that makes your rig feel more at home. So, if you'd like to win both of these items from HomeAway, thank you again, HomeAway, hang tight, and I'll share exactly how you can enter to win. All right, everybody, how to enter the win the contest from HomeAway. All you have to do is go to our website, 13adventures.com. Over on the side, click on the Contact Us link, and then type in HomeAway giveaway, and I'm going to give away both of these items. The window to enter to win is 72 hours after this video releases. So, if you look down in the corner of when this video was published, you can see the date. And 72 hours after that is when I close the entries for win. So if you're watching this video months or weeks or days later, you can't enter to win anymore. Thank you again, HomeAway, for sponsoring this video. Thanks for all the really great stuff you have. And if you have not checked out their website, please go do so. They have a huge assortment of things out there that makes your rig feel homey and cozy. That's all for this video this week, folks. Thank you very much for joining. Thanks for making us a part of your adventure. We love you all. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.